Hi, I'm Amber Renee, and in the past decade I've been a fashion editor, celebrity stylist, and resident stylist at a TV and radio network. And now I'm here to bring all of my knowledge to you.
I'm pumped to welcome Rebecca from Rebecca Jane Styling, all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Rebecca, do you want to give us a little bit of a background about yourself and how you came to find me?
Sure. Well, my name's Rebecca, and I currently run a company called Rebecca Jane Styling, which I have done for about 2.5 years now. And I'm trying to think of how I come across you. I just think it was the whole social media world. A friend, I think, might have liked you, and then I kind of found you in that world there somewhere and clicked on as you do. And I found your very first course.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you were one of my very first students way back in the day. And were you working as a stylist before you found me?
Yeah, so I had only just started off doing my own thing. So mum of two, kids are getting older, needed, looking for that next career path, decided not to go back into the corporate world, made that decision. So yeah, it was my time to work out what I wanted to do. And yeah, this is my thing. It's something I've always done as a hobby, and I just wanted to make it my everyday. And yeah, that was how I got started, I guess.
Yeah, great. And then you've done a couple of training programs, I think, haven't you? So you sort of studied a bit.
Yeah, so I think I've done all your training programs, well, most of your training.
Yeah, done online.
Yeah. Like that, the most important one I think was that very first one, because when you're first starting out, there's so many avenues you can take, and you've just got no idea of where to start or what you might be interested in. So that first course that you did was just a brilliant overview of what's out there, and what can you explore further, and what are your strengths, and how's that all going to work for you. So that was really, really helpful in helping me to learn, I guess, what other things I can do besides personal styling, because that was the thing that I loved doing and that I've always done. But yeah, there's other things out there as well. And by working on those other things, it helps your core business, which for me is my personal styling as well.
Yeah.
So that was great.
They all sort of start working around each other and relate to each other. So, and it's good to know, that you can actually break into all of them. Like I sort of teach in that course how to get started in all of them, and that's what everyone needs. A lot of my students are like you. They've sort of done personal styling, or the other way they come up is through editorial styling, but then they don't know how to cross over in between the two. So
yes,
that's good. And so, did you have any hesitations before signing up?
Not really, because everything was new, and I just wanted to learn. I was trying to find my feet, I guess, and any new information or anything that I hadn't explored I was open to all of that. So I didn't have much hesitation in joining. I think, trying to wonder why did I not even hesitate. I think just doing your first course, like I just needed to know, like I just wanted to know more, and there was so much more to learn. I quickly jumped on board, and I'm pretty sure I've done.
Yeah, you've done them all now. So I guess like with you, because again, you're very typical of my students, they've got a family they're looking after, they've got a life that they need to, run 9 to 5, and then they wanted to study in and around that, in and around their existing commitments. So did you find that my course was structured in a way like, with the online and the fact that you could log in anytime and it was self-paced? Did you really appreciate that kind of side to it?
Yeah, it was really easy. So you could just tap into whatever course you wanted to do, or whatever little stream you wanted to do, and it was there waiting for you. You could see what courses you've done before, and also be able to go back, which was really important, and just refresh, because there were some courses where if something was completely new, where you could jump back in and have a look. So yeah, it was really, really helpful.
Yeah. And I think that's the beauty of the course, because it's foundational. So we do start right at the basics of getting you set up. And then there is quite advanced techniques in there as well. So, obviously not everyone's going to start out dressing celebrities, but there is that information to build on. So, and making it available sort of, around the clock, 24/7. So you can watch it on your way to work, or in your lunch break, or when you're waiting for the kids after school pickup, like whenever you've got time. And I guess that's sort of for me, when I study, like I can't go back to uni for a year, I can't go even 1 week full time anywhere, like it's just not practical for my life, and I think that's where most people's lives are as well.
Definitely, yeah, so it worked in well with my lifestyle.
Good one. What was the biggest breakthrough or benefit you've had since joining?
Oh, I say there are a few things that I've really gained. I probably something I was really stuck on before I did your course was the colours.
Right.
Trying to identify people's colours, and like I love dressing body shapes, and I'm really good at that. I can see that straight away. But it took a lot of practice for me to get the colour right, and now I can happily say I've got it all sorted. But I studied that little tutorial that you think that was a bonus.
Yeah, that's a bonus. Yeah.
And I just kept practicing, and I practiced, and I got it. So I mean, I've done other personal styling training courses before, and I've read books, and it just wasn't gelling. It just wasn't. I couldn't quite click with it. And I think listening to yours, it just made so much more sense. The steps that you go through, and everything seems to have, I guess, like a path and steps that you take in order to work out.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly. And I was the same. Like before I developed my own kit, I read so many blogs and so many books and, tried to figure it all out. And I would read a blog and be more confused by the end of it. And then eventually after years and years of practicing it myself and developing like what I thought was, a process, when I eventually documented that process, it just became so simple and so easy. And that's the thing now, like for me now, it's like a little game that I play as I'm walking down the street. Like I'm like in the back of my head, just constantly analyzing people's body shapes and skin tones, just as a little, it's so simple these days.
Yeah, you can't escape it when you
No.
know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that that's key, what you said about process, and that's what a lot of your courses do, have a really lovely process and a step-by-step, and I think that's what makes it easier.
Yeah.
And easy to easy to understand.
Yeah, and I reckon that's the engineer in me. Like I having come from an engineering background, like I need things to be like start here, step 1, step 2, step 3. It needs to be like a funnel flow through. So yeah, that is something that like I need personally. So I guess that's probably how my mind has been trained to work. What has been the most valuable part of the content?
I would say for me, the advertising and editorial course was great, because that was something that I knew nothing about, and being able to step outside my comfort zone and do something like that was amazing, which I would never in a million years have been able to do without doing that course, because you don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
And then just by doing your course, it gives you all the background, it gives you steps like what you need to do. And I was able to get my first advertising job. I was able to do like some test shoots and go from there. And I just don't think I would have been, I'm sure I would have found my way somehow, but it would have taken a lot longer than it did having done that course.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. And congrats on getting your first ad job. That's awesome. That's really great. If you were talking to someone who was sitting on the fence or thinking about signing up, what would you say to them?
I would say do it. Yeah, it would just open up your eyes to a whole new world. You'll learn things you didn't even know are there to learn. So definitely jump on board.
I love that, Becky. You actually wrote me a testimonial, I think after you did the first course, and your testimonial says, Amber teaches you things you had no idea you needed to know. I'm like, that is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's the one word you would use to describe the program?
One word, goodness. Inspiring. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'll take that. Rebecca, thanks so much for sharing your time with me today. Thanks for being an awesome member of the Alumni Facebook group, and I'm so pleased that you're out there kicking goals as a style star, and I'm glad that I could help you on that journey.
Awesome. Thank you, Amber.
Thanks.
Click the link below and let me help you live your styling dream today.